This summer, I interned in Washington, D.C. with the Scripps Howard Foundation Wire. I produced multimedia stories for a wire service that distributed all around the country. That internship meant being able to creatively produce the types of stories that I've always wanted to do. It wasn't just an internship. I was treated like any other employee of the Scripps Wire service. It meant that I could cover the president, it meant that I could cover the Supreme Court, all these things that I would never have expected to be able to do while still in college. So when it's time for me to apply for jobs, I can have on my resume that I was a reporter in Washington, D.C., reporting alongside people from CBS, CNN, and I think it put me ahead in a way that I couldn't have been without it. To the Scripps Howard Foundation, I would like to say thank you so much for you to provide housing and provide an internship where everything was supplied for me and I was able to just enjoy myself and learn and explore Washington, D.C. and all that it offers for a summer. I am eternally thankful and I will never forget that experience.
Last spring semester, I interned with the Miss Universe organization in New York. I got to record Miss USA, Miss Universe, Miss Teen USA, and I got to even travel to Russia and South Africa to record the title holders and all the events that they were doing. The following summer, I got to intern for Vice Media, and I got to research and transcribe footage for a lot of the top producers that were contributing different pitches for the TV show, as well as their music department, Noisy, and all of the concerts they had going on in New York City at the time. Both internships allowed me to experience New York City, and this is something that I never could experience prior to this moment. I never lived or never visited New York City. So both internships provided a space for me to really learn a lot more of my video craft. I know Miss Universe, we got to travel with these girls all over the country as well as all over the world. As a young professional, that really helped me open up doors and prepare me for the professional world and applying, because I have all these connections and experience that helps me down the road. If there's anything I can say to the Scripps Howard Foundation, it's definitely thank you for allowing all of this to be possible.
I was interning with the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation with the social media department. My main project for the summer was creating a Tumblr blog and trying to bring us into that sphere of social media, along with working a few different events, live Instagramming and blogging different events, and then kind of keeping an eye on our social media presence through different social medias and then different sites like Yelp and Foursquare. It let me kind of get some experience that I don't exactly get in my college, because we're doing a lot of theoretical work, but it's not like I can hand you something concrete. So now I can say, look, I've written a press release. Look, I've done this. It definitely provided some more real-world experience than what you always get in class or in a college setting. Without the scholarship, it would have been a little bit more difficult monetarily with housing and just being in another state. It's provided me with a really great opportunity that would have been a lot harder to achieve without that scholarship.
I worked with Cincinnati Bell and their project management team, handling and managing IT projects within the new software they're using. I was working there May through August on site in Cincinnati, and I'm continuing to work with them part-time till December. They're starting a completely new project management system. They're trying to standardize all their processes, and they're slowly filtering down through the company. So a lot of my responsibilities are training for their employees to learn how to use this new system. I'm the primary point of contact to deal with the actual owners of the system, so that their help desk doesn't have 20,000 calls from Cincinnati Bell every single day. This taught me how much people outside this school see it as a non-technical program, and they come to us and expect us to have the technical skills and to be able to talk the jargon. And the thing about ITS, what makes it great, is that it's a communications program. It comes under Scripps, so you can take the technical classes which you share with the engineering students, so you have the same technical know-how. We have so many classes that go along with the computer science students. But we also have the business minor for undergrads, and of course for grad students we have management classes which give you a lot to see in the field, especially if you have the right people skills, and then combine that with the technical know-how, it goes really well in the field.
I interned at the Evansville Courier and Press in Evansville, Indiana in the fall of 2012. I worked with the staff to produce daily assignments and stories for the paper every day. I worked a 40-hour work week. It was different every day, depending on what they needed for the paper. I got to go out into the community and meet everyone, and by the end of it, I felt like I was a part of the community, which is really awesome. The internship at the Evansville Courier and Press meant a lot to me as I was learning how to be a professional. I took all of the skills that I learned in classes at OU and applied them to my internship, and it made me very happy that I had that training before I went out to an internship, but then it also helped that I had the stepping stones and the networking from Scripps and from the visual communication school for me to be able to get that internship and get that experience to add onto a resume. I would like to thank the Scripps Howard Foundation for funding my internship at the Evansville Courier and Press, because I learned how to be a working photojournalist day in and day out, and I also learned that I love doing the job and I picked the right career path